беспонтовая музыка. На самом деле, очень плохая музыка.
А зачем вы пришли сюда?
Я думал, намного лучше будет это все. И очень плохая музыка, просто очень плохая музыка. Я думал, намного лучше это все будет. Сколько раз сюда ходил, было намного лучше. Ну и на этот раз как-то не удалось. Во-первых, народу мама, музыка не очень.
А что за направление?
А?
Что за направление?
Направление? Какое направление?
Что за направление музыки играет там?
Flowers is a champion or a lord to be born.
Let's go! Elden Ring!
That's a great way to start off.
Elden Ring, boys.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Elden Ring, but it's like a podcast sort of situation. We're literally going to talk about whatever we want to from the top of our heads.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, so, no, because seriously, the thing I really wanted to talk about first off was this idea of the Dark Souls role is the exact same. Lane, you seriously watched it like frame by frame?
Yeah, we're talking about animations. Yeah, so the role, I've seen quick step, a few weapon arts, they all frame perfect compared to Dark Souls 3.
So but we don't know if it'll have the exact iframes, but
no, exactly.
I think it's safe to assume.
And things might change because there's obviously gonna be some play testing going on, right? But I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing at all because this will mean that like the game feels like a Dark Souls game, you know?
Yeah, I've never been this excited for a video game.
Man,
like
me too, man.
I don't know. What about you, Marsh? Have you ever been this excited for a video game? Besides Bloodborne?
I don't think I've ever been this excited about a video game, probably. No.
No, dude.
I was pretty excited for Resident Evil Village, but then they didn't have VR, so I was kind of mad about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have VR? That does kind of suck.
Honestly,
yeah.
there isn't anything that I've seen that makes me mad about anything about Elden Ring.
Oh
no,
yeah, nothing.
Seriously.
No, but like nothing. I've seen nothing disappointing.
I have my worries, but like it's just kind of half of my worries because I was gonna make a video about like my top 10 things that I was hoping for in Elden Ring, but the interview with Miyazaki, I didn't know about it beforehand. It kind of confirmed already half my list. So
oh yeah.
One of the main things I am still worried about is I hope that Elden Ring is still a really difficult game. And I know it's FromSoft, I know that, but with all the skills, with everything new, like combat-wise, I don't know if it's going to be
I think Miyazaki actually like said a little bit about like quote-unquote difficulty, because he mentioned there's like so many new ways to engage in fights. Like there's like stealth and stuff we could talk later about, but like there's so many different ways to like go into a fight or maybe avoid things even. Like so if it doesn't work one way, you can always try another way. So in that view, it might be like there might be some cheesy, easy ways to get past some challenges.
Sure. I'm not saying there won't be easy ways to handle enemies, and I'm sure there's going to be some way to become extremely overpowered. But I just hope it's like... I'm just asking that it's not going to be like Dark Souls 2, in the sense of like all gank fights, that's where the difficulty comes from, or things like that. Plus, since it's open world, you can literally just run away if it does become too much, and I'm sure it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm actually curious about that. I wonder how far the enemies will chase you. Because you know how enemies are in like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, they will chase you for quite a while. But if it's open world,
well,
I mean,
we've seen like
Dark Souls 2 especially, they'll chase you for forever.
We've seen like undead looking like people walk around. I assume they're not fast. They don't follow you for far. But I've also seen like this guy on a horse. So I mean,
Especially those giants who are getting penetrated by the carriage. There's no way they're gonna chase after us unless we break the chains. Oh, that might be a thing. That'd be pretty cool.
I've seen a
Actually-
I've seen a screenshot out there with a giant without like the chains. So
Well, the carriage behind him.
yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
pretty
carriage-
cool.
The carriage reminds me of like the Ark of the Covenant or like some religious thing.
Yeah, dude, I love religious imagery so much. Actually, well, I wanted to hop back into the open world concept real quick because, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Miyazaki say he took like some inspiration from Breath of the Wild, like The Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, he said that in one of the interviews. He said something like it was like he was inspired by the fun, like freedom or whatever. I don't know.
And
I hope it's not like it,
ironically, you hope it's why not?
I guess I don't have a problem with Breath of the Wild. I just hate their ability. I don't need to rant on that though. I'm getting off topic. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, I totally understand that. I was just gonna say, like, he's taking inspiration from Breath of the Wild, and ironically, I'm currently playing through Breath of the Wild for the first time.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I know exactly how that world works right now. And honestly, it's for an open world game, the concept and how they handle open world is pretty cool. So to see how they implement that into Elden Ring is going to be really cool. One of the problems that I do have with Breath of the Wild is that the variety is kind of lame. There's not that much variety in terms of like landscapes or things like that. Sure, there are deserts, jungles, whatever, but like they're the exact same landscape, the structure. But we've already seen Elden Ring. We have caves,
there's
dungeons,
many.
swamps, grasslands, castles. You know, there's so many things that are so different. So I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah, there's
You know what I'm
many-
excited for?
Hey, what's up, Marsh? What are you
That
excited
area. There's that area in the trailer like that looks like the roof's torn off, and there's a bunch of like levitating like
for? Yes.
like rocks and shit. Man,
Yeah.
that spot looks cool. It reminds me of Hade's Tower of Flame, but like levitating and like messed up, kind of.
Yeah. It reminds me of that area in Mortal Shell. I don't know if you guys played. Have you guys
I
played
haven't
Mortal
played
Shell?
it, no.
Not yet.
It's like a cheap Dark Souls, but because the series is so good, even a cheap version is a good game. But there's like one part where there's a bunch of floating rocks that lead up to this like floating library, and it doesn't look anything like it, but it reminds me of it because, well, there's floating stuff.
Floating
Actually,
rocks.
I'm pretty sure this is the like same area where you fight the Wolf Knight thing. He's definitely a boss. That acrobatic Wolf Knight. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is it the same area? I don't even know.
Sure.
It looks like it is. Oh, maybe not actually. Oh, we could also talk about real quick because as someone who loves to talk about bosses in video games, actually it is the same area. I just checked the trailer. But as someone who loves to talk about bosses, do you think we can identify all of the bosses in this trailer thus far? So,
There's a lot.
yeah, there's a
There's
lot.
Big tall guy, dragon guy, arm guy, lady Maria clone guy. What else?
Clone Lady.
Clone lady. Yeah.
There's
What else did I see? I'm trying to remember.
the dragon.
Oh,
You just mentioned the
there's-
dragon.
Yeah, dragon. There's a pothead guy. Oh, that's a weird name. He is like the fire pot. And what else?
But he's
is
not
there?
a boss. That's a minion.
That's small with the Lord Vessel on top. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's so funny that you mentioned that guy because not only does that look like Smo with the Lord Vessel on top of it, but his hammer, I'll put a picture up. His hammer looks so similar to a hammer in Monster Hunter, the Dire Morales hammer. Like, it's uncanny how similar it looks. Hold on, while we're talking, I'll show you guys a picture of it. We also have the huge ram guy. I think you said that, Marshmallow. I don't know. You're talking so
I might
fast.
have.
oh, the huge giant looking.
Yeah, like old
The one with
Kratos,
his
essentially.
axe.
Well, let me see if I can pull this up.
The lion looking dude.
And let's not forget about the leaked trailer that we have that not many people actually are talking about. Funny enough, Like ever since the official
Yeah,
gameplay
there were some
came out.
boss types in that trailer too, like the big
Oh, wow, yeah.
red-haired looking dude.
Yeah, I sent the exactly, Lane. I sent the picture in the Discord, by the way. If you could check out the Dire Morales hammer. Like it's
hammer
weird.
yeah.
Insane.
It really looks the same.
That is
Actually, let me pull up that leaked trailer because at the very end there is like a sorcerer bishop guy, and the imagery in that setting is just so beautiful. He points towards the player with his staff, and then in the background you have the moon. It's just it's such a good image. Well, I guess first we should kind of prove that this is Elden Ring. Like this was because when it first came out in March, the full leaked trailer came out in March 1st, 2021, and people were like, "Okay, is this really Elden Ring?" Like we don't really know. And then ever since the actual gameplay trailer came out, now we can go back to this leaked trailer and see some of the similarities. Right off the gate, we have that freaking the carriage with the two giants.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys see that.
The saber in that leak trailer looks cool.
So I'm really
Yeah.
excited for this since it's open world. They're like moving, or I guess events, or I don't know how would you call that. But they're
Sure.
like any player will have like a different kind of scenario with those guys because it's on another location, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited
no.
for that.
Oh, dude, because I love open world games because there's so much you can do. Like, I'm not even asking for much. If one run takes me 20-ish hours, I'll be completely fine with that, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot longer. Didn't actually Miyazaki touch upon that?
Yeah. Miyazaki said that he estimated that if you play through the game without taking any detours and just focus on beating the main bosses, it will take about 30 hours to beat the game.
That's right.
Oh wow.
Which is really good without any sort of side quests. Like, again, I bring up Breath of the Wild because, again, he took inspiration, and again, that's an open world game that I'm playing right now. I just beat the first Divine Beast, and I have probably close to 20-ish hours on that game. So you could imagine how much more there'll probably be in Elden Ring.
Oh yeah. I mean, he mentioned that this is the biggest From Software game they ever made.
Yeah.
So
Like, it's
doubt.
his piece de resistance, or whatever you want to call it.
mm.
Coup de grace. I don't know what the
Yeah.
words are.
You're on.
I don't know. They also mentioned that there's a day and night cycle, which I think a lot of people already know.
Yeah, and weather.
And weather
Yeah.
too. Oh, and
But
this
more-
makes it possible to, like, you know, like talking about those giants and stuff. Like, you can wait until it's night, set up an ambush, or what? Oh man, it's awesome. Like,
I really want to do a medieval drive-by and just run past a group of enemies on my horse and just shoot a huge soul stream at them. That would be pretty cool. And then
So-
just come back around.
Misaki also confirmed that it's gonna be like an element in the game, like an actual game element where there's in the night might like you see some other enemies around, and that
Yeah,
is-
some of
like
the toughest enemies will appear at night, and then also he
Yeah.
said that visibility will be lowered, but for specific enemies, they might be more visible in the night. I think he said something like that.
something like
Oh.
Maybe
that.
they glow in the dark or something.
Okay, well, regardless, there's going to be changes during the night, which is really nice to hear.
Oh, yeah.
And I can only imagine, because I'm looking at the leaked trailer again, and the same like ram boss that we saw in the beginning. There's got to be a better name for that guy, but we don't know. But in the leaked trailer, he's fighting him at night, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, every single encounter, like on consecutive runs, is going to be different. But with the customization and builds, it's going to be vastly superior to previous Souls games. And then with the day and night cycle, not only will the combat be different, but the atmosphere as well. Like, it's going to be really good for like consecutive runs. Honestly, if they do it right, and I'm sure they will, it's going to be like you can play this game for years and not get bored of it, like at all.
Oh, I bet. There must be so much to explore. Like there's not even like an open world overworld. There's dungeons and they're all interconnected. Like there's no end to exploring. Yeah, they are all interconnected dungeons. So
I didn't know that.
You could play as like a ground hoblin, just a goblin who never, only comes out at night or something.
I mean, why not? It might actually work for you.
I mean,
oh my goodness.
I always enjoyed role playing in
I think it'd be cool.
These games, so yeah.
I can't wait for all the character customization stuff, because the one thing that Dark Souls 2 did better than any other Dark Souls game was like you could actually make a build, and like there were so many different ways to make your build broken.
Right.
I'm excited for
Breaking
a game that's better than Dark Souls 2, but still have that customization.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
There's gonna be a whole lot more customization in this. We have a new magic system confirmed. The weapon arts are changeable.
Hold on, weapon arts and skills are two different things, right?
So the weapon arts are not bound to a weapon anymore. You can select them on a weapon. It's almost kind of like mods in Remnant from the Ashes, where you can just put a...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I love that game. Okay, so it's good. So what's this new magic system? Like, what did you mean by that?
Summoning. Miyazaki confirmed that there's like...
Oh yeah, summoning. You can summon spirits. Like Pokemon
Yeah, literally Pokemon battles.
Literally Pokemon, man. I can't wait to have like a Pokemon tournament.
He also said that some of them are useless but cute, so you might still be summoning them.
Like the pot goblin?
I think maybe the pot goblin.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Everyone loves that pot goblin. He is pretty cool. I love that guy.
He said there won't be mimics in this game.
Yeah,
but he said that there'll be other things that like mimics. So watch out.
Which is funny because I recently stumbled upon a picture where it was like a mimic ladder. So a guy would be climbing the ladder, and then that's actually the tongue of the monster, and then it would like eat them or something. I thought that was a pretty neat idea. Or like a mimic bonfire. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh no, please. Oh,
Can you imagine a mimic bonfire? That'd be so...
It's like Dark Souls 2, but you die actually. Like what is his name? Aldia? Yeah. Just pops up. Instead you just die. Oh my gosh. Was this leaked, or was this just like general theorizing?
What, the mimic bonfires and stuff like that?
Yeah.
No,
did you see a picture? Okay.
No, I just saw pictures of it, just like fan art.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like officially confirmed things. My bad.
No, it's okay. I was just kind of in my mind that the one thing that I would not want to be spoiled is like ladder. Like if there's whatever mimics are, like I want to die to them, even if it kills me. You know, I want to die to a mimic at least. I want
to die to them even if it kills me. A quote by Marshmallow. Yeah. No, I get it. So, but what surprises do you think there will be? Because, I mean, maybe there'll be a mimic bonfire, but because we can essentially build our own, or there won't be as many, I don't really know.
There's not gonna be many quote-unquote bonfires around. They're very far apart, and they're only
because it's open world
for fast travel purposes.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is that... I mean, I guess that makes sense. You don't really... and there's also going to be the open like pub area within the middle of the game that's connected to all the 6 main areas.
Yeah,
right?
So I guess that's like the Nexus or Firelink or the Hunter's Dream.
I cannot wait to see that. I'm really excited to see how they handled that with Elden Ring, which, funny enough, I think has a lot of Norse mythology tied to it.
So the 11th queen is supposedly gonna help you, right? And give the horse or whatever. And I think you might that might be where the hub is. Yeah.
Sorry, say that last part again. You cut out. It's my Discord's doing the thing again. Hold on.
so the 11th queen, I forgot her name, but she supposedly gives you the horse and helps you out, right? So I guess
nice.
that's why, or that's a good reason to, I don't know, maybe you shelter there. That's the hub area. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also the. Oh, are you talking about that lady in the beginning who's like all clothed in a cloak and whatnot in the actual trailer? Is that who you're talking about?
I don't think it's the Cloak Lady. I think the Cloak Lady is more of like a firekeeper type of person.
Okay.
No,
all right,
but there's
sounds good.
the 11th queen and her. She's like
does she have a knight next to her?
Yeah, I think that's her.
Oh,
bro, I'm excited for bosses that will have like lore built around every single one of them. Like, because I said that they were gonna have like a character-driven like story around each boss. So every boss is gonna feel supposedly like Gale, kind of like where there's this epic sort of story around them, and that's what's gonna be just. That's what I'm most excited about, man. Like, the drama of the boss fight is just so much greater when there's like such a fate and like a story behind it. Like,
I mean, there must be a lot of drama. There's like factions, like the red hairs versus the white hairs, and yeah, there's a lot to it.
And when you put a lot
Family
of effort
lives.
into the and when you put a lot of effort into like the lore or backstory of a boss, you know that the developers are gonna make it a really good boss. You know?
Yeah.
Because like you could make a cool story about Elden Ring, and then like here's a boss, and he's just a traveler, but he got exiled, and now he lives with his mom. It's like there's not like much story behind that, so he's not gonna really be the greatest boss fight. But
bro, he lives with his mom. That's nice.
No, actually, talking about the lore of the bosses, there's 6 main areas, and then they have like demigods. There's demigods who have fallen from grace because of the shattered parts of the Elden Ring, right?
Yeah.
Something similar to that.
Yeah. So those are all like ancestors of the king and the queen, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be like they all have like one of the pieces of the Elden Ring since it's shattered, right? And you gotta get all the shattered ring pieces to claim yourself an Elden Lord. So I assume you're gonna have to fight all of them. Obviously, there's gonna be optional bosses there, but
of course,
the main guys, yeah.
I think he said something like the bosses are all gonna have the themes of like heroism and corruption, or something like so. Every boss is gonna be like have been an aspect of. Give me a second, my phone's ringing. I'm gonna cancel that.
You're good. Come on, Marshmallow. This is a professional area.
So sorry about that. I'm gonna mute my phone now.
You're good, dude. It's fine.
But yeah, like all of them are gonna be like heroes in their own way, or like have a history of heroism or lore behind that. That's just gonna be so exciting.
I know. I
blows my mind.
Some of my favorite stories when it comes to like the lore behind Dark Souls bosses is when they were something great and then they have fallen from that. So pretty much all of the main bosses are gonna be that. It's gonna be pretty fun. Yeah. And even the dragon that can summon lightning from the sky. First off, like that's probably the most excited part for me when it comes to the trailer because 1, I love dragons. 2, he is denying the laws of physics because, dragons are weak to lightning, and yet he grabs it out of the freaking air.
Yeah, I was like that. I saw that. I was like, oh man, they're finally doing it back now. It's so funny to see.
And maybe it's like, it's actually not related to Dark Souls. I was going to say maybe after so long they've like developed a resistance to lightning, but it's not related to Dark Souls, so that doesn't matter.
It's not a universe.
And then again, since it's not Dark Souls, then dragons in this game are probably not weak to lightning. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have an affinity towards it.
Who knows?
We don't really know yet.
He grabbed it right out of the sky, so I mean, would
And
call
and
that.
the third thing that I wanted to mention about that specific clip is that the background is freaking dope.
Yo.
Do you see that blood red cloud?
Yes.
Or clouds? Whatever, you get what I'm saying. It's so cool. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
The
That's like the
scenery
eclipse from
looks
Berserk.
insane. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh
Yeah. There's a lot of
It loo-
Berserk references in this game.
There's a lot of potential Berserk references.
It's slowly...
The Earth 3 is the big one, I would say.
Oh
yeah, the tree is
The
could be a
spiral
Berserk
tree,
reference. Yeah, the world spiral, but it also could be a Norse mythology reference, like the Yggdrasil. Like I'm not 100%
I
sure.
guess it's
It
both.
might be both.
Yeah.
It might be both.
But in either way, it would function similarly. It functions somewhat similarly in both.
Oh, and we've
know.
seen the guy with the wolf hat on him. That's obviously
Wolf hat?
Yeah, there's this wolf-looking. I don't know if he's a boss, but like this wolf-looking guy sitting on on a rock.
I thought you said wolf hat, like hat. I
Well,
was
he
like,
wears a wolf hat on top of him. Like they have something with attaching body parts of other things in this game, like many hands and.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
There's the, I mean, there's one of the main bosses that was very obvious. You know, that one guy. He was actually from the first trailer too. He had all his hands come out and then touch the severed hand, which came to life almost immediately.
Before he
and
went
so now,
to,
after
fitness
100 years, he is now the appendage man.
Yeah, he reminded me of Ludwig for sure.
Oh, 100% with how many limbs he has. Yeah, like a human version of him.
Yeah,
he's gonna be
for
a
sure.
fun fight. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know if go for it, Marsh. Sorry,
No. You finish your thing, and then I'll say something.
I was just gonna say that in his quote unquote arena, like there is no arena. Like it really does feel like an open world in the sense of like there's no like.
So you see him like touch his dead dragon. You might have killed the dragon, and then he appears.
Oh, maybe. And then he takes its head off, and he's like, "Well, I don't know."
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was a dragon or a bird's head, but fire though.
Oh, okay. No, yeah,
You're talking about the one with a bunch of hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
was a
definitely a
dragon
bird
head.
on his. That was a bird head on his. I disagree. That's a bird.
Yeah, but
Well, I
to
don't
be
know.
fair, the
You're a bird.
dragon of Nameless King looks a lot like a bird too. So
Yeah, the freaking dodo bird.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's definitely a bird. A bird shooting fire, not a dragon. I'm calling it.
It is 100% a dragon.
It's a bird.
From like at the very end of the trailer, if you pause it, it has a freaking horn.
Yeah, but it's also got a beak, bruh. It's got a beak. Look at that beak.
Okay. Yeah.
I see the
Dragons
horn,
have-
but I see a beak.
Dragons have beaks too. That is what. Look how scaly that guy is.
It's a bird.
You're a bird. Marshmallow, were you gonna say something else? Because I had another thing I wanted to talk about.
I was just gonna
real
say
quick.
one quick thing is that the
go for
world
it.
tree, like there's a huge sort of castle and like it looks like broken down around it, but that does remind me of Berserk as well because like right next to the world tree in there's like this giant ass castle, you know, like. But of course in Berserk it's like all together. It's not like broken down or anything. So.
Right.
But yeah, that is the reason why it looks more like
It's
Berserk.
like what? Oh, hold
Uh-oh.
again. Try that one more time. My Discord cut you out.
I was just saying in Berserk, the world tree, like right next to it, is this humongous castle, like, and that's the aesthetic of and there's a long, flat, beautiful plains. Like, the aesthetic of that scene really reminds me of Berserk. Like the whole aesthetic of that area
right.
reminds me of
100%.
California. So
So real quick, I want to point everyone's attention to for the official gameplay reveal, 2 minutes and 35 seconds, where they have a close up of an eye. Let me know when you guys are there. There's like a small montage at the end of the trailer, and then it's right before the giants.
2 minutes and 38 seconds.
35.
Oh, for me it's 38, but I see the eye. You're talking, or 39 actually
I
for
don't know
me.
if you guys can. Oh,
It's
okay.
like right after you see the
eye?
sliding guy. You see the sliding guy with fire, and then you see a really close up of an eye. And it's got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, two things. One of them is that I believe this is what they refer to with that gleam in their eye if they have the Elden Ring, right?
Oh.
Lane, back me up here. What is it again? It's like if they have it's like the tarnished have lost this grace, so in their eyes it becomes dull. But if they have the grace of the Elden Ring, they have this sort of fire in their eyes, or something along the lines of that.
Yeah, and we've seen that with the Valkyrie-looking character too, where her eye kind of shines like red, right?
Did we even see her eyes? I don't remember seeing her eyes at all.
The helmet, it's hard to see.
I'll look at that in a second. But the second thing, okay, so are you guys still on the eye? Real quick.
Let me refresh my thing.
That's fine. Well, it's a small thing, really. Like, Lane, I don't know if you see it, but I believe that this is a Cyclops, because look at how the nose, like the bridge of the nose, comes directly underneath that eye. You can barely see it. And obviously there's not another eye like next to it. So that makes me believe it's either a Cyclops or some sort of creature that has like a singular eye. It was a small discovery that I found. Like,
yeah,
cool.
Maybe.
It's definitely not like a human, because there's hair like growing underneath like the eye ridge right here.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely like I feel like it's a Cyclops, but I'm not sure. And then of course it goes to the giant, and then there's like that huge hand that grabs the player. But
yeah, I don't know if that's the player or who knows.
It might be because the player's naked, so that might be in the beginning of the game.
Oh.
This eye, like, not to be too much of a wee, but it looks like Naruto, like low-key, with all the pips inside of it.
No, it does. I totally understand. Yeah. It's like Sharingan number 25.
Yeah, basically.
Literally.
Wait, I just noticed like a few frames later, is that like the red-haired looking giant from the first trailer? With the one eye? Maybe.
Hold on, the red-haired... The giant?
Yeah.
No, because his eye... Because he has two eyes. And they look different. It looks like he's, like, blind or something. It doesn't look like he has, like, pupils.
The taint.
You know? So... There's that, and then I'm trying to look back at the Valkyrie lady, but I can't see where I can't see her eyes. I can't see it.
No, I don't think it was in the. It was in the maybe in the leak or in the first trailer.
Oh, in the first trailer. Okay.
Maybe, yeah. I can't remember now.
Let me see if I can find it. But you can see that guy again. With the hands and stuff. You can even see the hands come from behind him. That guy's insane. Touching all those arms. I don't know if this guy who's hammering is the blacksmith.
Be a multiple phase boss fight.
Oh yeah, 100%. So, like, dude, this game is gonna have some of the best bosses ever in like video game history. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Then again, we may be biased because we absolutely adore the Dark Souls series.
True.
So I don't know. I just haven't fought like any better bosses than this. Like it's impossible. They're so well developed.
I'm really curious about the guy with the scorpion tail, man. He looks really cool.
I know. What do you say, Marshmallow?
I got a question for y'all.
Screaming.
Oh, I just well, that was like a half talk, half yawn. Weirdness. But y'all see that area like where it looks like a crater almost, and there's like the weird rings, like spikes sticking out? Like
it's in the beginning, right?
yeah, it's near the beginning. It's like 30 seconds, 39 seconds in or something like that. 35 seconds maybe. There's like that like area with the smoke inside of it. I swear I was looking at that
mountain.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I kept thinking that reminded me of something, but I really could not think of what that reminded me of. Does that like remind y'all of anything? Or I don't know. I think it was cool.
Not directly.
Maybe something in real life,
the
but not anything.
landscapes kinda remind me of like Lord of the Rings and stuff.
Yeah, that's a really good comparison, actually. This is literally Lord of the Rings with Dark Souls in it. Or with also Berserk references and Norse mythology. Honestly, they're slowly making a Berserk game like every now and then so they don't have to deal with the copyright issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, this also in this screenshot with the mountain thing that I was talking about on the right side, there's like this almost invisible pole with a flag on it.
Yeah.
I had my eyes towards that too. Man,
like, what the crap is that?
I don't know. But one thing that is interesting is that I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the clouds are yellow. And I don't know about you, but I don't think clouds are supposed to be yellow in real life. So I don't know what that means.
It's like the Riftlands, right? So yeah, who knows? I've seen
maybe you fight the dragon inside there.
Could be just
I was gonna say maybe it's sorry, go ahead, Lane.
Could be just the light, the sunlight, who knows?
Maybe. I was gonna say like maybe when you're fighting the dragon in phase 2, the sky becomes dark red. Or maybe this game has like certain events where like during nighttime or during a certain like circumstance, the sky becomes red, and that's when you can fight the dragon.
Oh.
There also could be
pretty cool.
There could be phases in the sky, like in Bloodborne and I think Dark Souls, where like if you look at this, like when you get to first it's the pale moon, and then it's the blood moon, and then after that, it's the
exactly
things like that.
Oh, there's
or maybe it's like the blood moon in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, like a once in a while, hectic Riru phase.
Yeah, once in a while, and then maybe that's when the dragon shows up. Or maybe you can fight the dragon whenever you want, but maybe the second phase is different depending on like the weather or the certain circumstance of the world. That'd be pretty cool too. And if other bosses had that as well, oh man. That'd be really good.
Bro, I figure the most epic dragon is the Sekiro dragon.
Try that again.
The most epic dragon boss fight I've done is the Sekiro dragon boss fight, but like this next dragon might be the most epic dragon boss fight, after even more epic than that, actually.
I think we've seen multiple dragons.
Yeah, we saw one in the leaked trailer, and then we saw another one in the actual trailer, and then this dragon that's throwing lightning.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking about the one that's throwing lightning.
Yeah. No, the one that's throwing lightning is definitely like a standout for sure. It's ridiculous. But I'm trying to think. I mean, Dark Eater Badir was a pretty decent boss fight. I enjoyed him.
It's a cool fight. Yeah, for sure.
But a lot of other dragons besides Dark Eater Badir, there's the Ancient Wyvern. That one kind of sucks. The Sin, the Slumbering Dragon.
Yeah,
Dark Souls 2 had a lot of... Oh yeah, Caliphate. I like to call him Caliphate. He was pretty good too. Alright, but we're kind of getting off topic because... I don't know. Is there anything else that we want to talk about?
Well, that's pretty much it. That cube that you summon people by, like, so one of the guys noticed that when he summoned them, he was by this, like, altar that was, like, leaning over. So, like, maybe you have to summon people at, like, various altars throughout the map.
No, that is a thing. But I don't think the guys you've seen are actual summons. I think they're more like, it's like the spell kind, because they're, like, way bigger than the player character.
No, I meant to think the blue guy in the one scene where you see the blue guys pop out.
Yeah.
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 Because the cube also reminds me of Hellraiser a bit.
I don't think those are summons. Or like not not NPCs or players or whatever.
I thought they were like co-op players.
No, they're way taller than the character.
Let me see this.
So
let me see this.
Yeah, let me go back to this too.
they're at least a
it?
head taller than the player. I mean,
30, 40, 50, 60.
They are considerably taller, which is a good point.
yeah, that's what made me think they must be like, you know, just like the bird who you can summon.
Yeah. I mean, and you are fighting another regular looking enemy, so it is very, you know, it's obvious. I wonder if you can like...
They're not that much taller. I don't think they're taller. They're like about only a little bit taller than you.
I think
Maybe.
I'm not sure about co-op, but I think the PvP might only be in the dungeons alone, because Miyazaki said there's no like horse combat for PvP.
Which is really sad.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm very sad about that. Well, because horse jousting, man, that'd be so cool.
Yeah,
But how would it
those
work in a
players-
video game?
like there
I
is
don't know.
horse fighting, but it's
true.
mainly used for travel. So
That's actually another thing that I was worried about. Not like worried about, but I was hoping that the horse combat itself would be like decent. Because I don't know about you guys, but I've played other games before where you're like mounted on a steed or whatever else, and the combat just isn't as good. Like
it's
you'd
mainly
rather
used
just,
for mobility and not for
Yeah.
fighting. So
which is understandable. So I'm not expecting too much from it.
there might
But
be
if it-
some fights where you like need the mobility, but it's mainly
Like the
just fighting.
dragon?
Yeah, exactly, but mainly just without the horse.
We'll see, because regardless if the horse is implemented within a fight in terms of being like speedy enough to get away on the horse, that's fine with me. Or if it's just used for fast travel, I'm okay with that as well. Because who doesn't like fast traveling? And it's just more efficient,
Well,
especially when you've gone through the game.
There
you
is
know,
gonna be fast travel, but Miyazaki like told us like it's better to explore because there's so much out there, you know.
yeah, that's why I meant to say that, like on the horse, like
Right.
exploring the world on
Yeah.
the horse.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
another thing that I was hoping for. Like exploration is rewarded, you know.
It should
And
be, man.
I know, yeah. And again,
Hidden
if they take,
dungeon entrances.
oh my goodness,
what
that'd be
else?
so good.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what else, but I know we can like craft things now. Apparently,
Yeah.
which is weird. I don't know how that's gonna work in a Dark Souls like game or an Elden Ring. It's weird. It's not like
It might
it's welcomed.
replace weapon upgrading somehow. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be its own like thing. Like maybe you can craft like certain weapons or not, or certain like potions or like healing items that can help during combat or something. I don't know.
That would be cool.
It'd be pretty good.
That would also
then, like,
mean that you need to find ingredients for
Yeah.
recipes. Yeah.
And they said there would be. Sorry, I'm yawning. They said there would be no like towns or villages, so you can't really buy them from anywhere.
Well,
Maybe.
there should be merchants in the game because Miyazaki
That's true.
told that you can get like some weapon arts or skill arts, whatever they're gonna be called, you know,
Yeah, at the shop.
at merchants
Okay.
or around the world. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Okay,
coming out on
that's
PS4. I didn't even realize that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
so,
didn't realize that? Yeah.
Everyone who
That's it.
doesn't have, and by the way, there's a free upgrade to PS5 or Xbox. So
What do you mean free upgrade? Like,
this supposedly, I read in the interview that there's
oh, hold on, I can't hear you. Say that last part again.
I read in the interview
I don't know
that
why Discord's doing this.
people who buy the game on PS4 can freely upgrade to PS5.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, yeah.
That's awesome.
That'd be,
So that is really cool, yeah.
and that's actually an interesting thing that people were talking about too. They were like, man, I wish this was only on PlayStation 5 because it doesn't have like next gen graphics. or things like that. I don't know what you guys think about that. I'm actually interested to hear about that because I don't know about you, but I think the game looks great. Demon Souls Remake does look better because it is specifically on the PlayStation 5.
I'm actually a little scared to play this on a PS4 because I think it will be like, you know, who knows, laggy or whatever. It's maybe it's a really high tier game, I feel. So you might need the PS5, you know, but who knows?
If a Nintendo Switch can run Breath of the Wild, I'm sure it can. I'm sure PlayStation 4 can run Elden Ring, maybe. But that's a good point.
It is
we don't really
open
know
world
yet.
though, and they say no loading times between travel. So yeah,
we shall see then, because that's a. No offense, that's kind of a bold claim. No loading times in between fast travel. It'll take like 5 minutes to load into the game for the first time.
Yeah. Well, maybe with the fast travel, there has to be like some kind of loading on PS4.
Maybe we'll say no loading times, PS5 only.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Oh, maybe. Probably.
That's the way a lot of the PS5, PS4 games are. Like, if you have the PS5 version, the loading screens are, like, gone now.
Yeah, literally. And then, I mean, the Demon Souls remake is a perfect example because you literally, like, touch the bonfire, and then in the next couple of seconds, you're in the next area. Like, it's ridiculous how fast it is.
Yeah.
Man, I want to play Demon Souls remake.
I know, I really want to play it, too. It does, again, since it's specifically on the PlayStation 5, it does look really good. And it is kind of, I wouldn't say it's sad, because it's really good that many people can play it now because it's on PlayStation 4 as well. But the game, Elden Ring just doesn't look as good as Demon Souls Remake. As far as world building goes, I would say yes, it looks so much better, obviously. But graphics-wise, like the texture and the details, I think Demon Souls looks a little bit better. I don't know about you guys, but...
you can't even play Demon Souls on the PS4, can you?
No.
It's only PS5, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This game looks, in my eyes, it looks way better than Dark Souls 3 already.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's
as
way
long,
more detail and way more open areas filled with. It's not just empty,
y'all ever play
empty world.
The other day I played Sekiro on my brother's OLED 4K 50 or 65-inch adaptive refresh rate like TV, and like just that game's a PS4 game. But if you look at that on that TV, like my God, I felt like I was getting eviscerated in the Sengoku era. Like I felt like I was the one dying in the cutscene at the beginning. So if that looks that good, I'm sure Elden Ring will do even better.
Yeah, like again, it looks like super good. It looks so good. I am really excited for it. But yeah, I don't know if we've pretty much covered everything, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of things we didn't talk about, like the sneaking or whatever. There's not much to say about that though.
Yeah,
not really.
Sneaking, jumping, some new mechanics. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, we're all really excited. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Elden Ring podcast.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, we really wanted to just do a full, like, almost hourish discussion talking about Elden Ring, just because we're super excited for it, and I'm sure you guys are as well. Guys, go check everyone out in the description because they're all wonderful people and they make good content as well.
Yes.
Don't subscribe to Marshmallow though because he's at 69 subscribers.
Yes,
so
don't do that.
Keep him there.
It would be very disappointing if you did. That would be disgusting.
If anything, unsubscribe from him so that he can go back down to 68.
Oh no, please don't do that. I want to stay at 69.
All right, fair enough. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Whatever. Thanks for stopping by. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys. Take care.
For all